Hello everyone. I am here to do some more work on my soft covered nature journal. This is the one that I'm working on here. And I am working on the centers for the signatures. So this is one of the centers that I made yesterday. I think it was yesterday. So it's like a little file folder, but it opens, and on the inside there are pockets. So there's a tuck with some little cards in there, and then there's a pocket here, and inside the pocket is a cute little, just a very simple little notebook, kind of. And there is a TracyFox quote on that one that says botany. So that's going to be the center. So this will go, so the 3-hole pamphlet stitch for the signature will run through this seam. So this will cover up the threads. I'll just tie them off. And then this will wrap around and it will flip like a page. So that's that plan. And then I had an idea for a center for another one after watching both Jessica Rapp yesterday. She was making these really cool kind of collage hidden pocket writing boards. I will try and remember to link that below. And combining that, she said they're kind of like the Tim Holtz things, you know, that have the slots you slide the tags in. And I always make those by hand. And I thought, oh, well, that could be a good idea. I could kind of combine those ideas for a center. So I think my center needs to be, I think it's 9 inches that these are. Yeah, 9 inches. So if I make it 8, it'll be about the right size. And if I have it, I should probably cut it down so it's not exactly 6. I should probably make it somewhat a little narrower than 6, because it's the center and it gets pushed to the side. So I'll do it at 5.5, I think, which still saves this row of insects. This is from the Spring Botanic, Stamperia Spring Botanic paper pack, which is what I'm largely using for this. I'm also using some of the forest pack. Oh, I probably should have done a center for the forest pack. That's okay. Maybe I'll do that in one of the other signatures. Okay, so I'm gonna make this a little bit narrower, and I'm sure I can find a use for those. Oh, I know what I can do with those. And then I need this to be 9 inches tall. And I want to save the entomology word. So I'm going to stick that at the 9. And I will just cut off. Oh, I'm cutting that poor little spider's legs off. That's alright. That's going to have to be. Sorry, spider. Okay. So again, I will save that. Okay, so that is my basic form for the center. So my thought is that I'm going to make some slots in this for tags, and I also would like to use some tracing paper. Oh dear, I'm getting low on tracing paper. I do like to use tracing paper quite a bit. Use some tracing paper to make some pockets, because these are going to be, if I have a slot up here, if I didn't have something to catch it, it could very well slide all the way down to the bottom, and because I'm going to have this be closed, you would never get it out, and that would be sad. And I want to do 2 different ones. I want to do some slots here and some slots here, maybe opposite these, working around the insects. Oh, I suppose I need my slotty thing here. Working around the insects, and then I'll make some pockets to go inside. So here's what I do. I usually use I use my thingy, my hand punch to make the edges, but I suppose I can use this because that will reach. Maybe I will do that first to outline. That's what I should do. I'm going to do that first to outline where or maybe I should just draw it. All right. So I haven't, I just had the general idea, obviously. I have not done this before or planned it out all that thoroughly yet. So I want to work around the insects. So there's a bug there. So I'm thinking there's one that can go right here, and I'll go right along this line of text. And so I'll make a slot there. And then I can do a slot here along this line of text here. So let me get that lined up so it's opposite that one. And I want it to be straight. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't just put my head in the camera. And a slot there, and then a slot right above these bugs that is more central. On that line, no, this line here. So this particular paper is great for this because, and I may not need to do a pocket for that one, just these tall top ones. Okay, and then on this page, I wanted to do a slot here. And then I'll do a slot over here by this dragonfly. And then I'll do a slot over here by the beetles. And I realize they are in similar places, but that shouldn't be too bad because it's going to be the pockets that back up onto one another. So now I'm going to punch a hole on either side of each of those lines that I made, because when you're trying to get things in and out of the slots, it is much easier. It gives it just a little bit of give if you have a hole on each side. And the lines of text on this is really making it much easier. This is good paper to do it with, because usually I wind up not being perfectly straight and going wonky. But this is working out well with the lines of text to make it straight. So I'm just making the hole on either side, and then I will use my Fisker's slider cutting thingamajig to make the holes. And I do 2 lines of slot along the slot. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. So this can go here, and then over here. There we go. And then each of those sides will have 3 slots. So I'll have to make 3 tags for each side. Okay, so I'm going to line up. So let me put this over here. Okay. So you can see I have the pencil line right there, and I'm just going to line that up with this wire cutter. And I'm not going to go straight on top of it, but rather I'm going to make a cut on each side of that line. So I'll make a cut, and then I'll slide this wire to the other side of it, like that. And then the inner, you wind up with a strip of paper that just comes up. And now that's a nice wide slot that will allow you to get a tag in and out. So I'm going to do that for each. So I want the pencil line to be, I want the cut to be on each side of the pencil line. And I'm just starting in a hole and ending in a hole. And that punch hole. And that also is another good reason for doing the punch holes first, because that way you don't make a cut that goes beyond your slot. So it winds up being a natural stopping point, because the paper, you can feel the resistance of the paper, and when you come to the hole, that resistance stops. And you can, you know that you know to stop cutting. Okay, so those are the 3 slots for that side, and I'll now do 3 slots for this side. One, two. See, that one was a little off, but that's okay. Once the tag is in there and it's, you know, decorated up, you won't really notice. I was thinking, I was thinking of doing, was doing a reinforcer there of that, but no, I don't know if I'm going to do that. We'll see. I have yet to have a problem with these. One. And I am moving the slider all the way to the edge with each one so that it doesn't wind up poking into somewhere on that paper. Okay, so last one. Okay, it's not always straight. It's just annoying. One of these days I want to get one of those heavy duty Fiskars cutter things that people have. That will have to wait till I have a studio. All right, nice. I could probably, I wonder if I want to should I to reinforce or to not reinforce? I'd have to get that slot pretty precise. Or I could just go along the back. I think I'm going to leave it. I've always left it before. I think I will ink it a little bit, each of those holes. And I have been enjoying using the peeled paint. I need a piece of scrap. This will do. And this peeled paint, I really like the green of this peeled paint. So this will just help define where those holes are, where those slots are. I mean, other than when you have a tag inside, I suppose. That pretty well defines it. I still like it. And then I think you know what I think I'll round the corners. I suppose I could make it, just do those edges and make it open on the top. That kind of feels like cheating. Defeats the purpose of having this cool slotted pocket thing. Okay. So now I need to make the Oh, and I don't buy these anymore. I just use my corks. Okay, so I found out our local, speaking of that, our local liquor store, you can call them up right now. They're closed, but you can call them up, put in your delivery, put in your order, pay for it over the phone, and they will bring it out and put it in your trunk. So there is no need to run low on wine during the shelter in place. Oops, my corner chomper didn't chomp. I really love my corner chomper. Okay, all right, now to do the pockets. So I think what I'll do is, I'll put my cutter away. I think it doesn't have to be hugely precise. I'm going to cut the strip, one strip there. Actually, I can probably just cut. So that was just shy of 4 inches, 3 3/4. So maybe I'll just make them all that length, 3 3/4 inches. I wouldn't mind one of these in centimeters. I use centimeters all the time. It wouldn't bother me at all. I don't think I have to cut that. But I just ordered it and that's how it came. All right, so maybe I'll use the wide one here. So my thought is that when I glue this, I will glue this one below the rim. Can you guys see that? Do I need to put something underneath so you can see the contrast where the hole is? Does that help? Okay, so I'll put this underneath and then I'm going to fold it so that the other edge gets glued above. And it can only go as far over as the fold because we don't want it to interfere with the fold. Okay, so that's going to be the one for that pocket, but I should probably glue that on after I glue this one. Oh, I could do this one for this one. Maybe I'll do that. And then I'll take this one, and this will be the pocket for this slot. And then I'm not going to do one for the bottom slot because this will wind up being, well, I'm going to sew around the edges, but when I close it, I'll glue it because I have to glue it closed after I sew the signature in. So it'll look like it'll be stitched, but it'll be a faux stitch. Okay, so those are those pockets. Where is my art glitter glue? Just had to order some more of this. I'm on my last little bits. So I'm going to put a bead of glitter glue on either side, top and bottom, of my slot that I just made. Then I'm going to carefully glue that down. I want it to be just below the slot so that I don't interfere with the circles. And then at the top as well. Oh, should have done that one first. That's okay. I'll just clip that there for a sec. Okay, so now I'm going to do that with this. I'm going to go below the slot and above the slot. And I'm going to glue the bottom first. Splooged that a little, it's okay. And then the top. I think I'll put a little bit extra on that corner. Oh, that's good. How are these top corners. Well, maybe a little extra there. Really don't want that ever coming back up. I wonder if maybe I should washi tape it too. I'm gonna trust the art glitter glue. Don't want to sew it. And I don't want to have it glued shut either. It's not glued shut, is it? Oh, there's a revelation. It bows. So I should probably glue down the edges. Oh, that was good to know. Let's see. There's that one. And that one. All right, so I'm just gonna do a bead of glue down the edges too. Ooh, that rhymed. And then I'll work on that side. And again, I'll only do the top 2 pockets and then I can decorate up the front. And I won't sew it. I have a whole pile of a basket of things that I have to sew for this journal. And I'll sew around the edges. I'm not going to sew it closed. I'm just going to sew around the edges like that. So when I glue it closed after I sew the signatures in, it will look like it's been sewn shut, but it won't actually be sewn shut. Oh, well, I didn't plan that out well, did I? Here, I can fix that. This is a very cool good for fussy cutting, and it's also helped me fix a myriad of mistakes because it cuts through the one layer, but the one layer alone. So it didn't do anything to that cardstock underneath, I don't think. There. So that's fine. Beautiful. So this is a slice, and I'm pretty sure I just ordered it on Amazon. It's a ceramic tip, and I found out about that from Izzy B Craft Creations. Okay, so I just need to re-glue this. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay, so there's that side. And that one is shut. Just have to do this side. Okay. I think we're good on that one. Okay. So I have one thing here. Uh-oh. I've done it. I know I'm going to lose this some of the end of these days. Okay. So this is going to go there. But I probably want to leave some, oh, I didn't think about the edge there when I sewed around. But you know what, that's okay. If it does get caught by the sewing machine, it's just going to sew that edge closed and that will be fine. So I need one more piece of tracing paper for the pocket. I wonder if I have another pad of tracing paper. I'll be so sad if I run out and can't get more. And let me just cut a strip. I was doing, I think I can get away with 3. I'll go 3 3/4. Okay. And then, so this will go right here. Oh, it's a bit long. I'll trim that down. well. So that can go there, and that can go there. And then again, the one on the bottom, I don't need to, the one on the bottom I don't need a pocket for, because that will be the bottom of the whole thing. So that goes like that. Ooh, squish. Oops. Like that. You know what? I'm gonna shorten this up just a smidge. Because I really don't think I want it I don't think I want it sewn in at the bottom. Okay, so that's pocket number 2, or number 3, number 3. And I'll glue this side down while I'm here. And I'll glue this one on. That one. With that corner, reinforce that a little bit. Okay. Well, that's fun. I think that's going to be very fun. So let's make sure, oh wait, I have to do the sides. Sorry. I'm going to glue down the sides. This side, and then this side. And then we'll check for openness. There we go. All right, so over here we have a, this, no, that doesn't fit. Here, this will fit. We've got a pocket there, and we have a pocket that's glued shut here. Oh no, there we go. Phew. There, and then a pocket here. I wonder if I should be, oh, I think I should ink the green, yeah. Well, it doesn't really make a difference. Nope, doesn't make a difference. That's all right. No biggie. Okay, so now, oh, you know what? I feel like it needs something more than just the bugs. But I'm not doing laces and trims on this, but I do have these now. I want I could put a label over that. I'm just worried if I mess it up. After all that work, that will be scary. I don't think I'm brave enough. I haven't really played with those yet, so I'm not expert, so I'm not going to do that. What do we have for flowers? I could do some flowers on here to go with the bugs. I could cut that down just a smidge. I need my smaller flowers. Well, maybe some, well, I have the butterflies on there. Let's see, I'm looking in my little bin here of fussy cuts. Because you have to have bugs and insects. Bugs and flowers go together, right? I don't like that one. Smaller ones. There's those. And I could put another butterfly on there. But the tags will be decorated too, so it's probably don't need this to be all that decorated. I haven't, no. You can talk to me. I haven't spoken to Nana yet. Yeah, I think maybe I'll do that. I think I'll just put some... I'm just going to trim this down a little bit more. I should probably check to see that I'm still filming and how much time I've got. 32. Okay, so that's about, it takes so long for me to get these up when they go long. Like the one I did the other day was really long. It took a long time because what I have to do is I have to upload the video to Google Photos, and then I download the video from Google Photos onto my laptop, and then I have to edit it in the program on my laptop because for some reason it doesn't I film in landscape, but then it switches it to portrait, and then I have to re-flip it back to landscape, and then from there I have to output it to a file that YouTube likes, and then I have to upload it to YouTube. And all of those transfers, you get that spinning wheel of death that says 10% complete and 20% complete, and it goes on and on and on. So I'm just going to decorate this up and like with those things, and then I'll make some tags, and next time I will show you what I did. Hope you enjoyed this idea, and I hope you're all staying safe and healthy, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye.